George IV passed away, you wrote the definitive story about George IV. That was in the Tennessean newspaper. How about a hand for Peter Cooper? So you and Joni Moore writing these things, it makes it all in stereo. And when you have this type of writing about somebody, it makes them live forever. So thank you so much for doing that for George IV. Once again, come on.
If anybody else wants to play along too, D.
Will you drink some holy water at this deal instead of drinking beer like you did at Don Light's funeral?
Yes.
While we're waiting, the tire pressure on the
Tom Cullen, sound man, has just walked across. How about a hand for Tom once again? Maybe people don't see you because we're always behind the scenes.
I remember when Chet died. I had to talk to Waylon Jennings about Chet, and we talked for a good half hour, and then I was supposed to write about Chet in the newspaper, and Waylon said, "Write him up good, Hoss. You can't write him as good as he was." No matter how much telling we do today, we won't tell him as good as he was. This is one of the many Canadian songs that George Hamilton IV brought to popularity. He was a big fan of Canadian writers. I don't know why. And he was standing by the highway with a sign that just said Mother, when he heard a driver coming about a half a mile away. Then he held the sign up high, his old decent soul could miss it. 10 degrees or colder down by Boulder down today. And he was raised up in Milwaukee. Though he never was that famous, he was just a road musician. And to the taverns he would go, singing songs about the rambling, the loving girls and gambling. How the world fell on his shoulders back in Boulder, I don't know. And it was out in Arizona that he heard the lady listening to each word that he was saying, to each line that he would write. So he sat down by her table and they talked about the weather, 98 and rising down in Boulder down that night. And she told him she would take him for a ride in the morning sun. Back in Boulder, he told her, I don't know when I found a better friend. Wait, it gets worse. He's traded in his Martin, but his troubles are not over, for his feet are almost frozen and the sun is sinking low. Won't you listen to me, brother? If you ever loved your mother, please pull off on the shoulder if you're going Milwaukee way. It's 10 degrees and getting colder down by Boulder down today. It's 10 degrees and getting colder down by Boulder down today. It's 10 degrees and getting colder down by Boulder down today.